Hi, I'm Jeff Hajek. I'm the owner and founder of Valaction and Continuous Improvement Central. In this video, I am going to present an overview of the standard work combination sheet. That is one of the 30-some forms that we have available to our users, and are often many of these we give away as free forms as well. So as you take a look at the standard work combination sheet, the first thing I want to do is cover that it is part of our knowledge center, and you can just search for it, pull it up, and this gives you a good example of what it looks like. So this is the completed version of the form. The whole principle of this form is that it shows a visual depiction of how time flows in a work area. So it'll show automatic time when a machine is running without a person, and then this solid unbroken line is the person's cycle time, and then walking time, and then it butts up against the takt time. And here you'll have waiting time here at the end. So the format is on Microsoft Excel. We give away a free version and a PDF version, but the Excel version lets you edit things, lets you put in all your, enter your data here, record it, save it, all that kind of thing. So I do recommend upgrading and getting the full version, but the PDF version will get you where you need to go. So with that said, as we look at the form, the first thing I always tell people is make sure you fill out the header and the detail information first. So, in the top of this over here, the operation name and the work group, so you can know what it is you're looking at, who it is that's doing this work. The product name makes it a little bit easier if you have a mixed model line, and sometimes you'll have two operators working in the same station, and it might be operator 1 of 2 or 1 of 1. The takt time is the pace of production. Cycle time is the expectation that you've set. You often get this from the time observation sheet. Units per shift is just a designation that kind of goes hand in hand with takt time. So takt time is the expected pace, and then units per shift is the underlying data that tells you how fast you need to produce. On the bottom, the date it's prepared, who did it, and then who reviewed it. So that said, I've already talked about how all the work flows, your step number, step description, and then the time that you have. Now again, this time will be taken on the time observation sheet, and a lot of it you'll be already have a lot of the data collection done by the time you're working on this. Now what this does, the reason for this tool is it helps you understand how work is flowing, and there's ways you can look at it and make assessments about where to improve just by looking at how the work connects to each other, and then for your sequencing and whether machines need to be duplicated or automated or anything like that. This gives you a great insight into the operation. So that's why you do it. Now, again, this is part of our continuous improvement development system. This is our whole big picture blueprint, if you will, for how to create a continuous improvement culture and business management system. I do encourage you to take a look at it and see if it's right for you. It'll change you from just using a form here to kind of get a little bit of stuff done to having it as part of an entire system where all the different forms work together. Like I said, this is a form, I don't think I've said it in this one yet, but on some of the other versions of this, there are companion forms. And the standard worksheet shows an overhead view of it. I talked about the time observation sheet, which is how you collect the data for this. The takt time calculator is downloadable. It's also an online calculator now. So we do have a lot of tools that are evolving and improving and being added to the system over time. So do check that out and see if the whole system is right for you. But in any case, you can download this as a free version too and get yourself started. So have a good day.